If I asked you, what habit destroys your finances the most, what would you say? Impulse buying? Emotional spending? Buying things you don't need? That's what most people answer, and they're completely wrong. Impulse buying is only number 7, not number 1, not even in the top 5. Surprised? Daniel Kahneman, Nobel Prize winner in behavioral economics, spent his entire life studying how brains make decisions. And he discovered something terrifying. Your brain has system errors, biases, that are silently destroying your finances without you even knowing. They operate at the subconscious level, every day, every decision. Today, I'm counting down from 7 to 1, each bias more dangerous than the last. And number 1 will shock you, because it's completely invisible. Before we count down, you need to understand how your brain actually works. This is the foundation for everything that follows. Kahneman discovered the brain has 2 completely different systems. System 1, fast, automatic, emotional. This is the part that decides in milliseconds, before you even have time to think. It reacts to danger, opportunity, and immediate stimulation. System 2, slow, logical, calculating. This is the part you think you're using when making money decisions. It analyzes, compares, calculates long-term benefits. But here's the terrifying truth Kahneman uncovered. System 1 controls about 95% of your daily decisions. System 2 only intervenes when specifically called upon, and it gets tired easily, gets overwhelmed quickly. Most of your financial decisions are being made by the part of your brain that can't do math. This is the root cause of everything. Here's the core problem you need to understand. Your brain was designed 300,000 years ago in a completely different environment. Back then, there were no 401ks, no compound interest, no retirement plans or long-term investments. Our ancestors lived day to day, meal to meal. Finding food today was more important than anything, because if they didn't find it, they died. So the brain was optimized for 3 things: immediate rewards, eat now when food is available; avoiding immediate loss, run when you see a tiger; making fast decisions to survive, no time for analysis. But modern finance requires the exact opposite: delaying rewards for 30 years, accepting long-term risk, complex calculations with variables spanning decades. Your brain is running 300,000-year-old software in a 100-year-old financial world. No wonder you're losing. Kahneman and behavioral researchers have identified dozens of biases affecting financial decisions, but not all of them are equally dangerous. I've selected the 7 most dangerous ones, the things that are silently destroying your finances every day, every decision, without you even realizing it. We'll go from number 7, what everyone thinks is the biggest problem, but actually causes the smallest damage, to number 1, the silent killer that almost nobody talks about, but causes damage hundreds of times greater. This ranking is based on 3 factors: actual financial damage caused, how difficult it is to recognize, and how difficult it is to fix. At the end of the video, I'll give you a framework to fight all 7 biases, not through willpower, but through systems. Ready? But before we get to number 7, I want you to understand something important, and this is what most people teaching finance never say. These biases are not your fault. You're not weak or undisciplined. You're not stupid or greedy. You're a normal human being with a brain designed a certain way by 300,000 years of evolution. Everyone has these biases. The goal of this video isn't to blame yourself or feel guilty. The goal is to understand how your brain works, so you can build systems to protect yourself. Kahneman, who studied biases his entire life, said it directly. You can't eliminate biases completely, but you can design your environment to minimize their damage. That's exactly what we're going to do today, starting with number 7. Number 7, impulse buying. This is what everyone thinks is destroying their finances the most. And yes, it's harmful, but not as much as you think. The average American spends about $5,400 per year on things they didn't plan to buy. The mechanism behind it is pure System 1. You see, sale 50%, Brain releases dopamine immediately, creating excitement. Only 2 left. Brain panics with FOMO, fear of missing out. Limited time offer. Brain feels pressure to act now. You click buy now before System 2 can intervene and ask, do I actually need this? But here's the crucial twist. $5,400 per year sounds like a lot. But compared to the biases coming next, this is small fish. Bias number 1 can cause millions of dollars in lifetime damage. Impulse buying is just a minor symptom. How to fix impulse buying. Never rely on willpower. Willpower is a limited resource. It depletes by the end of the day. The 24-hour rule. Want to buy something online? Add to cart, close browser, wait 24 hours. If you still want it after 24 hours, buy it. Research shows 80% of the time you'll forget or no longer want it. Unsubscribe from all marketing emails. Every sale email is a trigger for System 1. No trigger, no impulse. Delete shopping apps from your phone. Increase friction, the distance between stimulus and action. To buy something, you have to open browser, log in, search. Enough time for System 2 to wake up. Use cash for fun money. Dan Ariely's research shows paying with cash hurts more than cards psychologically, making you think harder. These solutions work because they create barriers for System 1, giving System 2 time to intervene. Number 6, the anchoring effect. This is one of the most dangerous biases because you have absolutely no idea it's happening. Kahneman ran a famous experiment. Have people spin a wheel with random numbers, then ask a completely unrelated question. What percentage of African countries are in the United Nations? The shocking results. Those who spun higher numbers guessed significantly higher. The number on the wheel, completely random, completely unrelated, had anchored their thinking. With money, every time you see original price $1,000, sale $600, your brain has been anchored. $1,000 becomes the reference point. $600 looks like an amazing bargain, even if the product is actually only worth $400. Buying a house? The listing price becomes the anchor. You negotiate from that anchor, not from the home's true value. You're being manipulated by the first number you see without knowing it. How to fight anchoring? Create your own anchor before seeing the seller's price. Before shopping for anything important, research the average price of that product from multiple sources. This number becomes your anchor, not the number the seller created to manipulate you. Ask yourself before seeing the price. If I didn't know the price, how much would I be willing to pay for this value? Write that number down before looking at the price tag. This is your anchor. Gather multiple reference points. Compare 3 to 5 different sources before deciding. When you have multiple anchors, your brain averages instead of anchoring to the first number. For major purchases, use cost per use. A $200 jacket worn 100 times equals $2 per wear. This creates an anchor based on real value to your life, not the number the seller invented. Number 5, mental accounting. Richard Thaler, another Nobel Prize-winning behavioral economist, discovered this. We treat money differently depending on where it came from, even though logically, money is money. $100 from salary? Save carefully, think hard before spending. $100 from a bonus? Spend more freely, it's bonus money. $100 won at casino? Spend immediately without thinking, it's house money. $100 as a gift? Don't value as much as money you worked for. But $100 is still $100. Money has no origin or color. Only your brain assigns that. Thaler studied New York taxi drivers. On high-earning days, they quit early to reward themselves. On low-earning days, they worked extra hours to make up. Completely illogical financially, but completely normal psychologically for humans. How to fix mental accounting. First and most important, constantly remind yourself that all money is the same. A $100 tax refund has exactly the same value as $100 from salary that you worked hard to earn. Don't let your brain trick you into thinking otherwise. Bonus money? Set up auto transfer to your investment account before you see it in your checking account. If you never see it, you don't have the opportunity to assign it a different mental bucket and blow it. Windfall rule for unexpected money. 50% save or invest immediately. No thinking, no negotiating with yourself. The remaining 50% is allowed to enjoy. This satisfies both parts of your brain, the part that wants to spend and the part that knows you should save. Ultimate goal: treat every dollar with the same level of respect and care, whether it came from salary, bonus, gift, or lottery. Number 4, the sunk cost fallacy. This is where biases start causing serious damage. Have you ever watched a 3-hour movie to the end, even though you knew it was terrible after 20 minutes, just because you already paid for the ticket? Stayed at a job you hate because you've been there 5 years? Held a stock that's tanking because you've already lost so much, have to wait for it to recover? This is sunk cost fallacy at work. Your brain doesn't want to waste what's already been spent, even when continuing only makes things worse. The correct logic is simple. Past costs are irrelevant to future decisions. Money already lost is already lost. The only question to ask, from now, with current information, what's the best choice? But the brain doesn't work logically. It adds up everything lost and creates psychological pressure to continue, even when continuing is the biggest mistake. How to fix sunk cost fallacy. Use one magic question every time you need to decide whether to continue or stop. That question is, if I started fresh today, knowing everything I know now, would I make the same decision? If the answer is no, get out immediately. Money already lost will not come back by continuing to pour more money, time, or energy into it. Warren Buffett said it perfectly. The most important thing to do if you find yourself in a hole is to stop digging. With investments specifically, never look at your purchase price. Instead, ask, at the current price, with current information, would I buy this stock? If not, sell immediately, no regrets. Completely separate current decisions from the past. Only look at the future. The past is the past. Number 3, overconfidence bias. This bias is dangerous because it makes you believe you're special when you're not. Kahneman and researchers discovered 93% of drivers believe they drive better than average. Stop and think about this. It's mathematically impossible. 93% cannot all be above average. With money, 80% of individual investors think they'll beat the market. The harsh reality? Only about 10% do. And research shows most of those are due to luck, not skill. This is the Dunning-Kruger effect. People who know the least are often most confident because they don't know what they don't know. People who know the most are often most doubtful because they understand the complexity. Overconfidence makes you trade too much, not diversify enough, ignore expert advice, underestimate risk. All of these cost real money. How to fix overconfidence. Humble yourself with actual data. Start tracking your predictions in writing. Write down what you think will happen. This stock will go up. This crypto will moon. This company will win. Check back after 1 year. You'll be shocked at how often you were wrong. Default assumption. You are average until proven otherwise. Not to put yourself down, but because statistically, you very likely are average. This isn't bad. This is realistic. With investing, admit frankly that you cannot beat the market consistently. Index funds automatically give you market average results, better than 90% of people trying to be smarter than the market. Kahneman said, "The illusion that we understand the past fosters overconfidence in our ability to predict the future." Number 2, present bias. This is the most fundamental bias in personal finance. It underlies and causes almost every other money problem. Classic experiment Kahneman and researchers ran. Choose $100 today or $110 next week. That's 10% return in 7 days, equivalent to over 500% per year. No investment on earth gives returns like that. But most people still choose $100 today. Why? Because the brain values the present irrationally high compared to the future. $100 now, in your hand, feels worth more than $1,000 in 10 years, even though logically it's the complete opposite. This is why saving is hard. This is why long-term investing is hard. This is why you know what to do, but don't do it. Your brain is literally not designed to care about future you. Kahneman and researchers explain this terrifying fact. The brain treats future you as a completely different person. Not as you, as a stranger. When you think about yourself 30 years from now, brain scans show the brain activates the same regions as when thinking about a stranger on the street. Literally, you at 65 is a stranger to your brain right now. So when choosing between me enjoying today versus some stranger enjoying 30 years from now, the brain always chooses current you. Not because of conscious selfishness, but because this is how the brain is wired by evolution. And this is why willpower and discipline don't work for long-term saving. You're asking the brain to sacrifice for someone it sees as a stranger. The brain won't do it. It will sabotage you. Present bias causes damage at massive scale, and these are real numbers. Not saving from age 25, you lose decades of compound interest, what Einstein called the eighth wonder of the world. $500 per month from age 25 versus from age 35, with the same 7% return, differs by over $600,000 at age 65. Same monthly amount, just 10 years difference in starting. Consumer debt? Buy now, pay later is a direct exploit of present bias. Enjoy now, hurt later. The brain loves this deal, even though it causes serious financial damage. Lifestyle inflation? Salary goes up, spending goes up with it immediately. Present bias makes you want to enjoy immediately when you have money, not wait, not let future self benefit. All these problems share one root. The brain overvalues the present compared to the future, a fundamental bug in the software. Fixing present bias. Part 1. Make future self more real in your brain's eyes. Use an aging app to see your face at 70. Research shows this simple action significantly increases savings rates. When future self has a real face, the brain starts caring more. They're no longer a complete stranger. Write a letter to yourself 10 years from now. Create emotional connection with that person. Talk about your hopes, dreams, what you want for them. Automate all finances. Savings transfer automatically from paycheck before you see it in your account. Investments automatic. Charity automatic. No decision, no opportunity for present bias to intervene. Richard Thaler created Save More Tomorrow. Commit now to increase savings when you get a raise in the future. When it's still far away, the brain agrees much more easily. Fixing present bias. Part 2. Design your environment to work for you, not against you. Friction design. Make saving extremely easy, spending extremely hard. Delete credit card numbers from all websites. Leave credit cards at home, only carry debit. But set up automatic savings transfer on payday. Pre-commitment. Commit in advance in writing. If I get a bonus, 50% auto-invest before I see it. Decide when, clear-headed and logical, before money arrives and System 1 wants to spend. Most important, completely reframe your thinking. You're not giving up money or sacrificing. You're sending money to yourself in the future. This is a gift to the person you will become, not a sacrifice. Present bias is the number 2 most dangerous bias. But number 1 is much worse because it's completely invisible. You don't know it's happening. Number 1, hedonic adaptation combined with lifestyle inflation, the silent killer in personal finance. This is the most dangerous bias for one simple but deadly reason. You don't know it's happening. It's completely invisible. What is hedonic adaptation? No matter what you have, you will get used to it and want more. This is how the brain is wired. Buy a new car? Excited for 3 months. Then it becomes normal, part of the background. Start wanting a nicer car. Get a 20% raise? Happy for 2 months. Then lifestyle rises 20% with it. Savings still 0. Morgan Housel wrote, "Wealth equals income minus ego." And lifestyle inflation is ego operating, even though you never recognize it as ego. Someone making $50,000 and someone making $500,000 can have the same savings rate, 0. Kahneman thoroughly researched the relationship between money and happiness. Shocking finding for many. After about $75,000 per year, additional money does not significantly increase happiness. The curve flattens. But here's the deadly problem. Spending keeps going up indefinitely, even though happiness doesn't increase. Evidence is everywhere. 70% of lottery winners, suddenly with millions of dollars, go bankrupt within a few years. 78% of NFL players, earning millions per year, face serious financial trouble just 2 years after retirement. Not because they're stupid, because they're human, with hedonic adaptation just like you. No matter how much you earn, the brain will adjust the baseline and want more. Without protective systems, you'll forever be on the treadmill, running faster and faster, going absolutely nowhere. Fixing lifestyle inflation is the hardest of all because it's invisible, but it can be done. Most important rule: when income rises, savings rate must rise more than lifestyle. Income up 10%, savings up 7%, lifestyle only allowed up 3%. This is the only way to escape the treadmill. Define your enough number before you reach it. Write it down specifically. When I have X dollars, when I live in house Y, I will not need more. Without this number, you'll run forever without stopping. Automate raises. Every time salary increases, set up auto transfer of the additional amount to investments before lifestyle can adjust up. If you don't see the money, you don't spend the money. Daily gratitude practice. Write 3 things you're grateful for about your current life. This is scientifically proven to reduce hedonic adaptation by keeping you appreciating what you already have. The 30-40-30 framework I shared in a previous video, it fights lifestyle inflation by locking ratios, regardless of how much income increases. Let's recap the 7 biases we covered today, from least dangerous to most dangerous. Number 7, impulse buying. Most visible but smallest damage, about $5,000 per year. Number 6, anchoring effect. Manipulated by the first number you see without knowing. Number 5, mental accounting. Treating the same dollar differently depending on origin. Number 4, sunk cost fallacy. Continuing mistakes because you've invested too much already. Number 3, overconfidence. Thinking you're better than reality, especially with investments. Number 2, present bias. Not caring about future self because the brain sees them as a stranger. Number 1, lifestyle inflation. The silent killer. Completely invisible, unlimited damage. Impulse buying causes $5,000 damage per year. Lifestyle inflation can cause millions of dollars in lifetime damage. That's why it's number 1. Your brain isn't an enemy to defeat. It's 300,000-year-old software running in a 100-year-old financial world. It needs to be understood, not blamed. 3 principles to win against all 7 biases. 1. Awareness. Now you know these 7 biases exist and how they operate. That's the most important first step. 2. Automation. Never rely on willpower or discipline. Set up automatic systems that protect you from yourself. 3. Environment design. Design your living and working environment so right actions are easy to do, wrong actions are hard to do. Kahneman, who studied biases his entire life, said directly, "You can't eliminate biases completely, but you can design your life to minimize their damage." If this video changed how you think about your brain and money, subscribe and share with someone who needs to hear this. I'm Chandler. Earn smart, save smart, give generously, live fully.